Hi guys, Nick here for another week of the new vinyl roundup, and we have a lot. We have a ton. Sorry for the delay this week. Our vinyl came in a little late, and then on top of that, we had a monster amount of it. A lot of stuff coming back in stock that we haven't had in a long time. Start Your Ear Off Right had a ton of releases. Mobile Fidelity box sets. It was a crazy week for releases. And not just new releases, but like I said, restock. So we're going to jump into it like I have for the last 2 weeks. We're going to start off with the Start Your Ear Off Right releases this week. There's like 9 of them. There's a bunch of them. The whole Dire Straits catalog came out for this week. Starting with Brothers in Arms, the classic. It's the 9 times platinum LP, 180 gram, 2 LP for $33. It's you can't go wrong. I mean, this record, we sell so many of these. I know Mobile Fidelity's done it. I can't keep those in stock. I'm sold out of them. Finally, I'm able to get a regular copy in, and I think these are going to sell well too. So starting with the Dire Straits, here is an interesting one. This is actually the only one that Mobile Fidelity has not done, and it's the latest one. It's their 6th album, studio album, and it's the hardest one to get. Obviously, it was at the time the least popular, but it doesn't mean it's a bad album. I mean, it's obviously it's no Brothers in Arms, but it's still Dire Straits. They're still a solid band. They didn't really put out a bad album. So for $33, you get On Every Street, which hasn't really been available ever. I mean, not in a long, long time. So it still was a platinum selling final studio album. So they sold over 1 million copies of these, so still now no slouch. Happy to finally have it in the store, $33. Moving on, how about Making Movies? Platinum selling 3rd album, so we're doing them out of order today. $23, it's a single LP, single jacket, not a gatefold. Yeah, this is album 3. Let's get into here. Of course, we're gonna do Communique, their 2nd studio album, gold certified, which means gold certified is 500,000, I believe, which kind of surprises me because, I mean, all the Dire Straits were so big, you'd think you'd have sell more than that. $23 on that. This is their first debut, 2 times platinum. Sultans of Swing was on it, $23. Again, not a gatefold, just a single jacket. And finally, this has got to be what's left. The 4th album, gold certified, Love Over Gold, $23, single LP. Start Your Off Right. So there you go. If you were looking for Dire Straits, now's a good time to get into it. Now's a good time to grab them. Along with the Dire Straits, we got Nuggets. So this, if you're not familiar with the Nuggets compilations, it's a whole series. This is actually the first one, the 2 LPs cut from the original analog album master. And the theory behind Nuggets is they compile a bunch of psychedelic bands that were never big enough, like basically one-hit wonders, psychedelic style. Some of them aren't even one-hit wonders. Electric Prunes, Standells, Strangeloves, Knickerbockers, Vagrants, Mouse, The Blues Project, Castaways, 13 Floor Elevators. So obviously they were bigger than a one-hit wonder. The Nas, Magic Mushrooms. So it's a compilation of all the stuff from the era, and a lot of it's really hard to find individually. So to be able to buy this record for $33, 2 LP set, you're going to get a lot of really cool psych from 65 to 68, the early psych era. I will say that Nuggets has a full series. They've been making these. I mean, they started making these and they made, I don't know, 15 of them. They even put some out for Record Store Day. So it's a long-running series. This is the original one. It's always really hard to find used. So you can buy them new, $33. All right, and the last Start Your Ear Off Right releases for this week, Genesis. They had 2 Genesis titles. This is Trick of the Tail, classic album on yellow vinyl. So those other ones weren't on colored, but this one's on yellow. Gatefold, $23. I love the price. Pressed in Germany. And the last Start Your Ear Off Right release this week is Genesis Duke, white vinyl. Turn It On Again in Misunderstanding, 1 LP, gatefold, $23, same price, out right now. So I think we got, one more week of Start Your Ear Off Right releases. I'm excited to see how they finish it up. I know you can see that online. We're going to jump into the rest of the new releases this week. Iron Maiden. You know what? I think I highlighted this last week. I think this is a restock title. All right. There was 3 Frankie Goes to Hollywood re-releases this week. Pleasure Dome. You know what? We'll get to them. This is Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. $36, 2 LP. Gatefold. Obviously, big time 80s stuff. Kind of getting hard to find, so it's cool that they reissued it. Oh, you know what? Here's Bang. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. This is the greatest hits of Frankie Goes to Hollywood. $36. Of course, it starts with Relax, Two Tribes, War, For Heaven's Sake, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome, World is My Oyster, Bang. So, pretty cool. 2 LP set, $36. No, it's not a gatefold. It's just a double sleeve. All right, we'll have to come back to the last one. How about Demons and Wizards by Uriah Heep on limited edition white colored vinyl. And it looks a little bit different than the original. You could tell the lettering is a little crisper than an original pressing. It's like they updated the cover a little bit. It is a gatefold. It is $26. You can tell they got another barcode over here to cover up the original. But yeah, they took the original image and just kind of doctored it up a little bit, just cleaned it up a little bit. But yeah, $26 get you the new Demons and Wizards. All right, this one, I think, honestly, guys, I think I'm already sold out of it. Station to Station, David Bowie, the 45th anniversary colored vinyl limited edition, $26. I got a bunch of them, and I think they're already gone. I'm going to do my best to get more for next week. $26. Oh, here's that last Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Liverpool. This is a single LP, $26. Warriors of Wasteland. Rage Hard, Kill the Pain, Maximum Joy, Watching the Wildlife, Lunar Bay, $26. Well, Brian Eno, he's been putting out a bunch of stuff lately. Brian Eno, Film Music, 76 to 2020, 2 LP, $36. It's got it's kind of cool. They got the dates here. They got Top Boy theme from Top Boy Series 1, 2011, Ship in a Bottle, Blood Red Under, Decline and Fall, Prophecy theme, Beach Sequence, and they go down here, Sombre Deep Blue Day, and they got all the dates, 76, 89, 2013. That's kind of cool. They did it in a different way. 2 LP gatefold, $36. All right, this is Bring Me the Horizon, Post-Human Survival, Horrors. Not really giving you much on the cover, just a really cool art image, kind of India kind of inspired. At least the back's got some stuff on it. $30. They just got a little seal on the top. They didn't shrink wrap these, which is kind of interesting. $30 gets you one home. Obviously, we only got a few of those, and those will probably go pretty quick. All right, how about Mac McAnally? Mac McAnally is in Jimmy Buffett's band. If you don't, maybe the name is a little familiar, but you don't know why. Mac McAnally, Once in a Lifetime, his solo album, $20, single LP. There he is on the back. That's kind of cool. I haven't heard it yet. All right, how about some Spice Girls? Spice Girls Forever. This is, what's the sticker say? 20th Anniversary Edition, Spice Girls Forever. The platinum selling album available for the first time on 180 gram vinyl. #1 singles, Holler and Let's Love Lead the Way. This is $36. Well, they kind of did a cool thing with the art on the back. They got the big numbers, the letters, the big numbers for the, which day, which order sequence. Sorry about that. $36. You can bring Spice Girls home. All right, Pop Smoke was a new one this week. This is the indie exclusive. We got it on black, and we got a couple indie exclusives. I don't know if it says what color. It just says indie exclusive colored, so they didn't say what. $34. I also have it in black. I think it's the same price. So once those are gone, they're gone. And how about 9 Inch Nails Quake soundtrack to the video game? $40, 2 LP set. Finally, the official release of 9 Inch Nails' groundbreaking soundtrack to the legendary first-person shooter from ID Software, 2 LP, 180 gram, remastered in 2020. Original release was in '96. Finally on vinyl. All right, moving on. Here's some more stuff we got in. All right, so we went over, if you watch my other videos, the MoFi Minute, we kind of already went through these. Johnny Cash, this is the last call for these. In fact, they're already kind of expensive. These are regular restock. The Cars' first album, $36. The Genius Sings the Blues, Ray Charles, Foreigner, Double Vision. Cut that out. And Bill Withers live at Carnegie Hall. 2 LP for $51. So again, if you like mobile fidelity, you like audiophile, head over to the MoFi Minute over on my channel. All right. Now we haven't had time to sort everything yet because we had so much come in. So some of this is restock. This is restock. Dolly Parton, Jolene. I sold out of these right away when I got them. Around Christmas time. So I'm happy to have them back in. $24. Again, sold out of these. Impex Records did Al Di Meola, John McLaughlin, Friday Night in San Francisco. Got these in stock, $36. Yeah, a lot of these are like restocks. How about some Mac Miller, Best Day Ever? Finally gotten these back. Mac Miller, almost all the Mac Miller titles came back in this week, so I was really surprised to see that. $31 brings that home. How about Nirvana Unplugged? There are 2 versions of this record. This is the 2 LP. It's got gloss around the outside. It also has, it's all a foil printing on the back, like the cover. And it has rehearsals. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rehearsals on there. And I think it's got a couple extra songs. I know all the rehearsals aren't on the single LP. And it's only, this is 31, the single LP is 26. So if you're a big fan of Nirvana, which if you're buying it, you probably are, I picked that one up. One Direction. It's been hard to keep the boy bands in lately. Finally got a couple of these back in. $30. Their album is number 4. So. All right. My favorite album of 2020, Crumbin' Mordecai. Back in stock, $26. What can I say about it? Check it out. It's my pick from 2020. If you haven't already listened to it, go check it out. How about Ozzy, Blizzard of Oz? 30th anniversary vinyl edition. Ozzy, anything Sabbath or Ozzy, hard to keep in. This one's only $24, so price isn't bad. There's another Crumbin title, Con Todo, El Mundo, another record that I'm having trouble keeping in right now. $21, got them on the back. All right, Pink Floyd, another artist that's kind of getting tough to find. $41, Ummagumma, their 2 LP. I love that they put the GG cover back in. Originally, the very early first presses had that little GG cover. There was some kind of lawsuit or rights infringement. In subsequent pressings, this album is white, all white to avoid copyright. When they reissued it, they must have gotten the clearance, the okay, and they put the GG back on the cover. So I thought that was kind of neat. Back, 2 LP gatefold, got them with all their drums and stuff, and their truck, all their gear there on the looks like a airfield or something. All right, Primus. Primus, always a record store favorite. Pork Soda, first official pressing since 1996. 2 LP, audiophile vinyl, $31. Etta James at last. Man, I saw out of these so fast, guys. And the price is right. It's $19. Not only have I never seen an original, but I'm sure if I did, it'd be well over 100. So $19 gets you the Etta James classic. Finally getting some Maiden back in here. The first Iron Maiden record was just repressed. The studio collection originally released in 1980. This is remastered, $28. And it's back here, back in stock. I love it. More boy band stuff. How about the Jonas Brothers? New album. Well, it's not new anymore, but Happiness Begins, $27, 2 LP gatefold. That price seems pretty good on that. All right. This was previously a Record Store Day release. Actually, I think I still have one in the rack. It might be on colored vinyl. This one says Greatest Hits Black Vinyl Edition for the first time ever. So I think the Record Store Day version was on a color. That was maybe a couple years ago. And now they put it out on just black. $31. It's Sublime's greatest hits. This is like another must own for a collection. It's some Sublime. It's got every song on here is good. What I Got, Wrong Way, Santeria, 40 Ounce, Smoke 2 Joints, Date Rape, Saw Red, Bad Fish, Doing Time, Pool Shark. That's a good record to have. You put that on, everyone's gonna love it. How about the Hamilton soundtrack? Again, another record, another little box set, hard to keep in, $81. The soundtrack to the show, to the American musical. Got one of those. That'll go fast. Now, here's a limited edition piece that was new this week. Now we're switching back. It's a little mixed up this week, guys. Morricone, Sergretto. Collector's edition. They're hand numbered on the front, which is kind of interesting. This is number 2212 out of 1500. This is made in Italy. And the height is $100. And it says hidden, dark, tinged, and psychedelic side of the maestro. Featuring previously unreleased tracks, double LP gatefold, 7-inch single on transparent yellow vinyl. Exclusive poster, limited edition, individually numbered. It comes in a legit box, guys. It's in a great box. Morricone stuff, ever since his death, well, even before his death, this stuff has been collectible. It's even more so now. So I just got a couple of those. All right, guys, I know I've hyped up the Let It Bleed record store day, then I hyped up the Let It Bleed box, which I still have a couple of. This is just the regular vinyl. People have been looking for it. It's 27 bucks. I finally got them back in. 50th anniversary. All right, this is a new arrival that I'm most excited about. Like I said, Crumbin had my favorite record of last year. This is Late Night Tales, a brand new album from them. It's promised to be more world music. That's why they got kind of a globe on there. And even some of the songs, look, some of these songs are by, you can't even read the lettering. It's in a different language. They got other languages in the back. So, got a whole history. 2 LP, $31. We just got it in. I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I like everything they do, so I'm sure it's going to be awesome. All right, another Impex record. This is a restock. This is Legrand Jazz. Michael Legrand, Miles Davis, 2 LP from Impex Records. They are numbered. This is 2317 of 3,000, $56. This was Audiophile Record of the Year 2019, I believe. So if you're an audiophile, you love jazz, this is a must-own for the collection. Back to restock. I'm sorry, guys. We're switching back and forth this week. Florence and the Machine Lungs. This is the 10th anniversary edition, so technically it's a new release because I never had it before. But it's just, I've had the original for 10 years. So I don't know if there's anything special. It just says colored, it's limited edition colored vinyl. So that's what makes it special. All right, some more Brian Eno. I'm going to get rid of this crate here. This is Shutov Assembly, reissue of Brian Eno's 1992 album dedicated to Russian artist and friend SYEOR Shutov. $28. I think it is a 2 LP. So that's not bad. Again, Brian Eno stuff, kind of hard to find. All right, I got a bunch of Fela Kuti in this week. Fela Kuti, African beat stuff. Maybe you've heard of them, maybe you haven't. They're not expensive, $26. We're going to kind of blow through some of these. Coffin for the Head of State. This one is called Confusion. We've got Fela Kuti, He Misrode. Fela Kuti and Roy Ayers of America. And Fela Kuti, Africa 70 with Ginger Baker, which is a pretty wild lineup for that. So again, a lot of Fela Kuti this week. We had to load up. All right. How about this for a late arrival? Brenda Lee, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. It's almost February. And we're still getting Christmas records in. $23. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. Where we go here. All right. The Marcus King Band, Carolina Confessions on 180 gram. $26. That's just in. And last of this stack is the Louis Tomlinson Walls, debut solo record from Louis Tomlinson. $28. I know I've been trying to get this record in for a while. I'm glad it finally showed up. All right, that does it for our new and somewhat new releases this week. We're going to move into Restock, and my God, did we get a ton this week. I'm moving some crates here, guys. I got too many records to handle this week. All right, so we're going into like I said, the Restock category here. Iron Maiden, Night of the Dead, Legacy of the Beast, made in Mexico. I think I did go over this last week. $39 gets you a 3 LP, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 LP trifold Maiden performance. That's pretty cool. Yeah, some of these I haven't had in a long time. Like this I sold out of before Christmas. LA Originals soundtrack to the Netflix series, which is also really good. $28. It's got Snoop on it, 50 Cent, Public Enemy, Terror Squad, Method Man. Very cool. Cage the Elephant's first record, $30. Ain't No Rest for the Wicked was the big one. In one ear, out the other. They're self-titled. The first punk rock album to ever go to #1. That's right. Blink-182, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. 180 gram. Can never keep these in stock. $26. You can bring it home. How about Marshall Mathers' big breakthrough? Well, one of his breakthroughs. $36. The man knows how to sell records. 2 LP. Obviously came out in year 2000, so it's 21 years old already, which is amazing. There it is. One of my best sellers here at the shop, Bon Iver, For Emma Forever Ago. $20. Single LP. Another breakthrough album from '08. Strokes, Is This It? It doesn't say it on the cover, but it is. $24. Brings home the Strokes classic. It is a gatefold for $24. It's nice. Cult Sonic Temple, $29. It's their 30th anniversary of this record. I love this record, man. I didn't appreciate it when I was younger, and now I'm starting to get into this stuff. You know, Firewoman, what a cool song that is. $29. Now on to some hip hop. Childish Gambino, Camp. $20. Man, that doesn't even sound right. It's a 2 LP trifold for $20. Price is unbelievable on that. How about Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here? Back in stock finally. Obviously, this is how it was originally packaged back in the day. If you take the black shrink off, it'll have the 2 guys shaking hands, one on fire. That's the image most people know. They don't recognize this image. This is how it came originally. You didn't know what the cover looked like when you were in the record store back in the heyday. So it's cool. One of my favorite records. I can't keep them in stock. $27. First President's record. Eagles. One of These Nights has an original. It's textured, embossed texture. $26. Looks just like the original. How about some John Lee Hooker? John Lee Hooker. $26. This is Boogie Chillin', which is a very popular album of his. Actually, all of his records sell really well. 2 LP. It is just a regular 2 LP slip cover from Fantasy. No hype sticker, no nothing. It does have the track listing here. For $26, there's a lot of John Lee Hooker. And finally, some Metallica back in stock. And Justice for All. The 5th greatest heavy metal of all time, which is kind of funny. The number 5 greatest, I don't know why they put that on there. Number 5, I don't know. I guess that's still worth mentioning. 2 LP, $26. It's got all of those guys on the back. All right, final crate, guys, final crate. How about Eric Church, Caught in the Act, 3rd pressing, limited edition, blue vinyl. $24, 2 LP. The Smiths. We got the Smiths. Queen is Dead. Includes the singles Big Mouth Strikes Again and The Boy with the Thorn in His Side. $32. You can get that one. Smiths record's always hard to get. I remember I told you guys all the Mac Millers were coming in this week. $36. Circles is back. $36. How about Tyler Childers. The new Tyler Childers, $18. Been selling pretty well on those. Cosmos Factory. I know I went over this a couple weeks ago. The spoof with him and his kids on the cover, and they're on the back. $26. A lot of CCR fans out there. This is some Start Your Ear Off Right stuff from last week. Dick Tracy soundtrack. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on that. We already went over the Iron Maiden. More Batman, which came out last week. All right, best of Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. So the early Fleetwood Mac before the ladies got in. $27 gets you the 2 LP set. There he is. There's the man right there. I like that. I like that. All right, Dave Matthews Band. Haven't had this in a minute. Crash, that's the 30th anniversary edition, $34. Oh, it's the 20th anniversary, excuse me. First time ever on vinyl. Remastered and cut from the original analog source by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grunman. Double 180 gram, comes with a book, lyrics, all that good stuff. 34 bucks. Guys, I keep selling out of this. Toadies, we're Toadies here. Rubberneck, classic album, 25th anniversary. Back in stock. Eric Church, Sinners Like Me. This is such a cool thing that he's been doing. Second pressing limited edition red vinyl. He's been putting cool little hype stickers on there to tell you what color it is. Imagine that. What a great idea. And he tells you what pressing it is. Phenomenal. $23. Eric Church, whoever does your physical management, they're doing a great job with the hype stickers. Hats off to you. Tom Petty, Last DJ. If you're a Tom Petty fan and you don't have this record, go check out Tom Petty, Last DJ. It is my favorite of the later Petty records. Always, the later Petty catalog is always overlooked. People always sit heavily on the early stuff, and I get it. It's phenomenal. Tom was always as proud of his later work as he was his early work. And that tells you something about what he thought he was putting out. And this record is no slouch. So go, if you haven't bought Last DJ, everyone in this store has fallen in love with it. Over even just recently. I mean, even since his death, everyone has rediscovered this record. So go do yourself a favor and go check out that record. Cedar came out with 3 records last week. I sold out of this one, brought it back in. They are limited edition on raspberry red vinyl. Got that back in stock. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. No explanation needed. Just bringing it back in. $21. Petty's Greatest Hits, which Tom Petty had to be talked into doing. For $36, you get Last Dance with Mary Jane, which brought this album up to one of his best-selling. And of course, all his other classic, early, great work. Free Fallin'. Well, Free Fallin's kind of later work, but American Girl, Breakdown, Listen to Her Heart, I Need to Know, Refugee, Learning to Fly, all that good stuff. So, $36. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? A record I cannot get used to save my life. $26. Comes in a cool original kind of packaging. The original gatefold jacket makes it looks like an original record. I love when they do that. How about Steven Wilson, Hand Cannot Erase? Always selling out of this thing. $31. Steven Wilson from Porcupine Tree. Album of the Year for 2015 by Prog Magazine. So I constantly sell that one. How about Tame Impala, Lonerism, another constant seller. $28. Just getting these back in stock. Mac Miller Swimming. I told you they were all coming. $28. Get you swimming. How about the Hometown Boys? All right. Cheap Trick. $28. Remastered from original analog tapes. Heaven and Night. There's Rick. He's all about clean teeth. And bun there, doing his tie. Love it. All right, Dream Police. There they are, $28. This one is a gatefold. This one's a classic. This one is I'm not gonna say it's a, for me, obviously it's a must own, but you got the boys on the back. They're looking bad, on the back there. Rick with his checker guitar, always. All right, Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. I don't know why I only got one of these this week. I ordered a bunch. Sometimes, I mean, the records are still kind of hard to get right now. I don't know why I only get one of some things and I get a bunch of others. It hasn't been determined yet, but I got one in. I don't know. It'll probably be sold pretty quick. Same thing with this. White Stripes Greatest Hits. Right now, these are sold out everywhere. I have one left. Here it is. All right, Adele, 19. Adele, 25. Again, these are sold out pretty much everywhere right now. There is a new repress coming out in February. Don't know what's special about it, but they're coming. But I have the original still, $24 and $24. I'm guessing there's going to be a price jump on those, which is the only reason why they'd reissue it. Album of the Year by NPR. This is one of my favorite later Weezer records. Obviously, I love Blue. I love Pinkerton. Their early work is classic. This one stood out among their later albums. Everything Will Be All Right in the End. $24. If you're a Weezer fan, you don't own that, definitely check that out. Travis Scott, Rodeo, featuring the singles 3500 and Antidote. 31 bucks. Got him on the back there. How about Smashing Pumpkins, My Siamese Dream? Can't keep these in stock. I don't like the price. It's 51 bucks. But you know what? They got you. They got you tied up. They can't help it. 180 gram, 2 LP, one of the most influential albums of the 90s. Remastered, reissued for the first time on 180 gram vinyl. Rancid, Out Come the Wolves. I was lucky enough to see these guys and see them play this album front to back. So it is one of my favorites. If you're into punk or you're into like old school punk, Clash, maybe West Coast punk, this is something worth checking out. $23. TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool. This one was a big phenomenon hit back in the 90s. $30. 2 LP. Waterfalls, Creep. Yeah, this is, they broke it big on this one. Chili Peppers, By the Way. $31. 2 LP. I love the Chili Peppers. It's got University Speaking, By the Way. I think it has Can't Stop on it, doesn't it? Yeah, Can't Stop's on this as well. 31 bucks. More Mac Miller. Mac Miller, Watching Movies with the Sound Off. $26. This I can hardly keep in either. $30 for the Harry Styles self-titled. Finally got a bunch of these back in. But they're going quick. Tame Impala Currents. Probably one of my better seller Tame Impala records. $31, 2 LP gatefold. We got Doors Morrison Hotel, $26. All the Doors records are always classic. Gotta have them. 26 bucks gatefold. And the last record of the week goes to Bob Marley Legend. So there are currently 2 pressings out of this. The half-speed mastered version, which is what I'm holding right here, it's 40 bucks. So it's a little pricey. Or you can buy the non-half-speed mastered for, I think, $26. Obviously, the half-speed mastering is the new release. They did the whole catalog half-speed, bumped the price way up, which it is what it is. Or you can buy the older versions. I still have some of the older versions that are in the lower price category. I'm guessing those are going to go out of print, and they're going to be pushing these. I don't know for sure. That's just my guess. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will keep the videos coming. Sorry this one was late, but if I could control the record shipments, I would. But it is what it is. Anyway, we'll see you next week, guys. Have a good one.